everyone, this is fitness specialist Emily. We're going to go over some core exercises that we can do at home in a chair or a wheelchair. So we will need a band and we'll need a safe place to secure it where we're not going to pull anything over. So what I did is we have a pretty firm door handle here. I wrapped it around a few times and then both my ends are the same length. So before we do these exercises, we really need to understand the concept of core stability. So if you're confused by what that means, there's another video where I explain what core stability is, and it's really a way of breathing, so you're creating pressure in through your belly. That way we're not going to use any of our other muscles to compensate for what our core should be doing. So check that out before you do these exercises, or if you already know what I'm talking about, we should be good to go. So our first core exercise that we're going to do, we're going to be towards the front of our chair and our feet are going to be on the flat surface. We're going to grab our band, so our band is going to be towards one side of our body. With both hands, we're going to make sure our core is nice and pressurized. So when you breathe in, think about pushing air in your core and it going in all directions. This is nice and tight in through here. Okay, I'll do a rep to demonstrate. And I'm going to go slowly back down. So here are a few things that you don't want to do. You don't want the band to pull you one side. You want to keep nice tension on the band and keep your arms straight in front of you, in line with your body. We don't want any compensation with our back moving forward. We want to think about keeping this nice and tight. Raising arms up and slowly going back down. You're going to feel it in your arm a little bit, especially the one that's closest to the band, but we should also be feeling it in through our midsection. So for that exercise, we want to do about 10 repetitions, 3 sets of that to start out with. So the next exercise we're going to do is going to be similar to the first one, where we're going to where we're going to sit towards the front of our chair with the feet on our flat surface. But this one is good, especially if you have limitations going overhead. We will grab the band and have it in the center of our body, hands together. We're going to push straight out and slowly bring it back in. Now make sure there's tension on the band and make sure you're creating a lot of pressure in through your core, keeping it nice and tight. And you want this movement to be slow. Again, we don't want that band pulling us one way or another. We want to keep the same amount of tension to keep our arms directly in the center of our body. So for this one, just like the other, we're going to do 10 repetitions for 3 sets just to start out. So for our next exercise, we're going to move the position of our chair. So now the back of our chair and the back of us is going to be facing towards our band. So the band will be directly behind us. What we want to do for this one is we want to have each arm grab on one side of the band. If you want a little more tension, you can scoot forward or bring your chair forward. And for this one, we're going to bring our trunk down towards our legs. We want to make sure we're not curling our back, so keep your back nice and straight. You're going to hinge at your hips. Go straight down, thinking about squeezing through that core, and then coming back up. Straight down, squeeze through the core, come back up. Again, we don't want our back to look like this. We want it to look like this. Again, just like our other exercises, let's aim for 10 repetitions and try that for 3 sets.